What's up, y'all? It's your boy Toeknee Tee with another episode, First and the 15th. First and the 15th, your official who's, curated by a country boy abroad. These people either got 5 businesses or they do something extraordinary, and I need you to know about it. So here's their story, y'all. Hey, what it do? Y'all, so we had some rough starts, but that's all right. Yo, they got me in, as the world would say, bumfuck Egypt, straight up Netherlands right now. We're in Hilversum for the Dutchies. I'm with a very special person today. I'm with MARTH T, right? With the T on the end.
Yeah.
I have to ask you because y'all spell it like Marth.
Yeah.
But you don't pronounce the H. What's up with that?
No, I say Marth. It's
you
Marth.
do?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish you'd have told me that because I said Marth on the record like a motherfucker.
All right, no problem.
Okay, but but I'm with my dog Marth. So how you feeling, man? Welcome to the First and 15.
Yeah. Well, nice to be here. I guess I didn't know I was gonna be here. But...
I kind of sprung it on him, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hit him. We're in what's this track called? What's it called?
Formerly known. Oh, you mean this? Wisseloord.
We're at the Wisseloord right now up in Hilversum, and we was just putting a little bit of work, and I just kind of sprung it on him at the last minute. So I appreciate you being bold enough to do it because people get nervous sometimes. But cool, man. So as always, I'm bringing you somebody with a crazy story. My man here, he goes as a multi-instrumentalist. Of not just the electronic sort, but you've got all kinds of styles. Like, how would you describe yourself though? Not how the papers do it, but how would you do it?
Yeah, that's a really hard question for me.
Okay.
That's actually something I really struggle with, but I've got a couple of different areas I work in. I've got lo-fi alter ego, lo-fi beats, study beats kind of stuff. And what I do with Marth is I call it melodical electro beats. Mm-hmm. And I'm a music producer and multi-instrumentalist. Like, I play bass, guitar, and trumpets, a little bit of drums.
We were talking about that earlier. That's like your core 3. Like that's what your realm. That's cool, man. Yeah. I think it's very, very talent wise because for me myself, I can touch pianos and make them sound cool, sort of. It sounds like an 8-bit register, but for the most part, man, I think anybody that can play more than at least one instrument is fired in my eyes.
Thanks.
How long have you how long have you had such music talent? Like, how long have you been having these kinds of skills?
Well, I didn't, and I practiced a lot.
Yeah.
So that's it.
But when was that like? When was that day where you like, you know what, this is my first instrument, I want to learn how to get jiggy with this?
It doesn't really came to me like that. It's more like for trumpet is actually my main. So that's my best instrument.
Okay. And
that came to me because a friend of mine was playing it and I thought it was cool. But he stopped and I went on.
You kept going with it.
I kept going with it and. Later on, this was when I was 11 or something, and then later on when I was 16 or 15, I started picking up the guitar because that was way more hip.
Around the campfire?
No, not even that. Just all the songs are just with guitar, Every cool song I liked is with guitar. Like, I really was back then I was really into Linkin Park and that kind of shit. So that was when I started doing guitar, and my father is a guitarist, professional also. So
shout out Pops on the guitar.
Yeah, and so he has a lot of guitars lying around, and I always grew up with all kinds of crazy shit. Like, my father just put on like Mozart, and then the other day like Frank Zappa, and then some jazz records, and then some. So I've heard it all.
Real diverse.
Yeah.
Nice. I think that's important to have like a diverse background when you're making music because you don't want to make music that sounds the exact same as everything else. And so in order to get those little flares, you got to have like a little spice from something else.
Yeah.
Where did you grow up at?
The place? Here, like Hilversum.
Hilversum is where you reign and reside. What's the music industry like in Hilversum? What's the scene like? I mean, is it You mentioned lo-fi hip hop. Are there very many lo-fi hip hop producers and artists around this area?
No.
Are you one of the few? That's what's up.
Yeah. No, it's more the lo-fi stuff came later. It's the lo-fi stuff. It just comes naturally to me. Like it's really easy for me. So that's why I do it. Like
I feel like you maybe have alter egos with these various genres.
Yeah.
Would the lo-fi have like its own artist name?
yeah, it's called Primate with an 8.
Okay, hey, shout out Primate.
Yeah. yeah. Yeah.
Which I'm sorry to cut you off. Which alter ego came first?
Which artist?
Which alter ego?
Alter ego. Marth.
Marth
But before this, I was.
had to rep yourself.
Yeah. So before this, I was studying in conservatory.
Yeah.
Studying trumpet, jazz, and then I started like a Snarky Popp'n kind of stuff. I don't know if you know that.
Snarky Popp'n? What is that?
Holy shit, you don't know Snarky Popp'n?
No, explain to the people what is Snarky Popp'n.
Oh my god, Snarky Poppy, like a puppy dog.
Oh, like okay,
Yeah.
so like puppy dog. Okay, fair enough.
Well, Snarky Poppy is like an instrumental jazz band which is made a lot of waves. Especially, yeah, it's from America actually, but it blew up in.
You
in
mentioned a
Holland.
puppy dog, but he talking about a band. I'm lost
Yeah.
still.
Snarky Poppy is a band. It's a band. Yeah.
Ah, it sounds like a broken NSYNC band or some shit, right?
Oh man, jeez, you gotta look it up. It's like
Oh,
opposite.
I mean, you mentioned the kind of music that your dad would play around, but like, is Snarky Poppy your kind of inspiration? Like, name somebody like definitive who could be. You say it was an inspiration.
Oh yeah, Kate Trinata is a big inspiration.
Oh hell yeah, man!
Yeah.
Kate should not be getting boogie.
Yeah, and that's from Martha.
Shit,
really,
sorry.
It's a really big one, Kate Trinata, and which one? Like, I like Flume. I like.
Okay,
There's
from out there in Australia.
Yeah, from Australia, and I really like his early stuff. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
What's another one? I forgot. But it's like I wrote this down for what arm.
He wasn't ready.
Yeah.
When I first moved from Australia, Flume was popping, and that was some sounds I never really heard before, like the basses and all that. I fucks with that type of shit. Yeah. It was really interesting when you hit me up to work with you, because like I looked up your kind of music and I was like, he thinks we can work together. We can work together.
Okay.
It's not that his sound is so off the wall. It's not like any Tyler the Creator craziness, but it's definitely its own kind of style to it. So
thanks, man. That's really nice.
No worries, man. Yeah. Now we're at this Ooster wherever. Can you explain to the people where we're at? Like, cause this is a pretty fancy looking ass place.
Yeah, it's a Wisseloord. It's one of the biggest studios. It used to be when the CD era was still there.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be a place that all like big people would come and record, especially Dutch artists, but also like Prince came here and
ooh.
Yeah, and the Rolling Stones, I guess there were some.
Ooh.
I don't know, something like that.
They put in some work.
Yeah, but that was like early, way back, like 80s.
Now I had to ask you off camera before, like, why is it in the middle of nowhere though? Like, why?
Yeah.
What draws people here? Because this is a pretty big installation. This is like the size of a small Walmart. No, I'm flexing on that. It's definitely like the size of a big CVS, but it's still pretty fire. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's because of the Hilversum is like the Hollywood of the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
We also sometimes call it Hillywood.
I like that.
Yeah, so that's it's all the public how do you call it, channels, and also the commercial channels are all based from here.
So would you say that a lot of artists in the area are like kind of tap in here, and like, is that where y'all meet each other basically around here?
Yeah, it's if you want to get into the TV world,
mm-hmm.
It's a very good place to be. Also like 3FM, all the radio shit is here.
Oh, so a lot of broadcasting. I
yeah,
seen the media park when I seen the sign when I came in.
Yeah.
Now I want to get back to your music a little bit. You mentioned the MARTH side, the melodic. What was it called?
Melodical electro beats.
Melodical electro beats. I feel like that's such a niche genre. How do you perpetuate your career? Like, because it's kind of, I feel like with niche genres you have to find fans the hardest.
Yeah.
Like, do you find that you're pretty good at like well, not pretty good, but do you find that they're good at finding you, or do you find that you're not that wide that you still fit in different pockets that people just kind of blend into?
Yeah, I think my music is pretty pop. I don't look at it like this.
Oh, okay.
This is my I you know you get forced into putting it in a square if you want to get your music out,
Yeah.
especially with the radio shit. So if you want to get on the radio, which I don't really, but my music could be on the radio. I think it.
Holler at them, y'all.
Yeah.
Dre FM, all that shit. Anyway.
Get my phone 06. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so no, it's really getting. I needed to get a name for it, and instead of saying like it's like woozy, like alt. Oh yeah, I could say alt R&B. That's also a bit of mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's the closest I think I'm at.
I see what you mean, but it don't hit the same.
No, it don't. But that's why I say, because what does Kate Renata say? He says like woozy drum, woozy house beats. That's what his thing is.
Mine is hip hop without the bitches and hoes.
Yeah. I saw that one. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. You did talk about a bitch though in this song.
No, I didn't.
No.
No.
But the bitches in my bed.
I ain't saying nothing about no bitches in my bed. You read the lyrics.
Oh, fuck. That's what I thought you said. Okay,
I said women. I said
women.
I can't keep talking. Women.
Oh, women.
Listen,
Shit. Yeah.
Listen.
Oh,
they swear. They always swear. Every producer I work with, they be like, "What you said?" No. Sorry. They be waiting. Won't catch you slipping. But anyway, so you still feel like you're pretty much in the pop genre. I think that's cool. I mean, I guess it does have that kind of feel. I just think that it's so unique on its own that it's not.
Yeah.
But maybe
I would say alternate pop, alternate hip hop. Maybe that's depends
especially
on the,
alternate hip hop. Yeah.
Like it depends on the guest vocals.
So you already mentioned Cajun Native. Like, what are some artists that you'd like to work with in the future besides me?
I would really like to work with some really high end. I would like to work with like the girl from do 180. Then a full 180. Baby.
I don't know.
God damn it! How she's called? She's a really big artist. Like Ariana Grande is also something.
She's on your mind. Okay, so you really want to like shoot for the moon.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
It's more like she as an artist, I really connect with because she is really really good, and also you see like it's not this. I mean, so you could say Madonna or something like that, but she's not really. I don't connect with her like that.
You don't think she'd have something to offer to your track like that?
Oh yeah, of course, definitely. I mean, I won't.
I'm not saying that you're not saying that she's a legend, but I'm just saying like what you would want to accomplish, like Madonna's probably.
I don't know
not
what
doing.
I would do with her, man. She's like crazy. I don't think we would pop it off now. It wouldn't pop off.
Yo, I was at this music festival one time. It was called Ultra, and Madonna got up there with Avicii, rest his soul, and she was like, "This is joking." To me. She's like, "Has anybody found Molly?" And the place lit up. Yeah, this shit was wild. Yeah. I've never really been a Madonna fan, so I understand what you mean. Like, I wouldn't really necessarily want her on my track. But who else though? Like I think Bruno Mars would fit your table.
Yeah. Whoa. I don't think I would be able to function if he would. He is so cool, man. Yeah. He is really cool. He would be probably making the track, and I would be sitting there, like, okay, yeah, do that. Let's do that.
That's funny. I never. So Bruno Mars makes you fanboy out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But Anderson .Paak, really big fan of Anderson .Paak. Yeah.
I heard their last song was pretty dope. I heard it once or twice. It was nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was a cool song. That's not my favorite stuff. I think Anderson .Paak's Ventura CD. Man, that's my jam.
Now, I mean, that's talking about something that you're gonna do in the future. But you recently just had a show in Enschede.
Yeah.
How was that? Like, you went to like where was this place at actually?
It's a metropole. It's like a Paradiso of Enschede.
Okay.
It's a fucking huge place. And they're gonna rebuild it also, which I don't think is necessary, but they're
Mhm.
gonna. But it was really cool. It was a live stream, not without audience. Alas, it was pretty. It was actually a really nice experience because we could focus really on the music.
Yeah. You don't
And
have that random person staring at you.
no, and the Dutch audience, if they don't know you, it's pretty like
Yeah.
this, like
You gotta
hands over
instruct.
each
You
other.
gotta man. We gotta
Yeah.
instruct y'all what the fuck to do on stage sometimes, cause y'all just be sitting there like.
Yeah, and then you think like, holy shit, they hate it, and then you come on stage, man, this was great.
It was the shit.
Yeah,
Keep doing what you're doing.
yeah, and I'm like, fuck, then show it while I'm playing. You know, I'm giving you this energy, ride on it. You know,
Speak on that a little bit, man. Like, why do you think Dutch people is so hard to sway when it comes to dance floor?
just ordinary people. It's like really ordinary. There's a saying in Dutch that they say, act ordinary, then you already act weird enough. Like that's the saying.
Well, ordinary though. That sounds so lame. That's
Yeah.
act ordinary.
Yeah, but the that's why like for me that's never been like I've grown up in a family that's I've always felt it wasn't an ordinary family like
Mm-hmm.
because of my
Yeah, some
dad is a
different
musician. Yeah, and my dad's a musician, but my mom works in at the hospital. She's a planner, but that's pretty normal. But yeah, it always felt a little bit different than my surroundings. You know, that's also why I didn't really connect when I was young with a lot of people. But then music gave me the tool to really, you know, I used music, and then I got access to a lot more people. I got more click topics and stuff, and it really gave me the opportunity to connect more with the world. And that when
Speaking of connecting with shit. Speaking of connecting with people, do you feel like, I mean, cause you're how old are you now?
30.
So I'm 31. Do you feel like the people that you hang out with nowadays are more aligned with you career wise, like musicians and shit?
Yeah.
Do you feel like that happened like as you got older?
No, I don't. I don't think. Yeah, well, in a way, and I've been always in this music scene because of my dad,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been around that. He mostly does like snobbles. We call it. It's like little corporate concerts mostly,
Yeah.
just for money, right? And
Sure.
but still cool as playing, so he likes it. That's not really my thing. I really want to make my own music,
Mm-hmm.
but so I've been around that music business from that side. But nowadays I'm really more into it, like in the life in the original music scene, and original I mean like self-made
Yeah, like original songs.
original songs. Yeah,
Sure.
that's way better now. I'm way more into it. But yeah, I don't think depends on which I could have gone the jazz route, and then I would have stayed in The Hague probably.
Mm.
But
That's when you said doing originals. That's why I that was my defining moment as a DJ. That I started, I was like, I want to make my own music. Cause it's
yeah,
like I'm gonna be sitting here playing fucking Chris Brown and whoever, whatever, little whoever for the rest of my days, or
yeah.
I can play my own song.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I didn't become a musician, or I didn't study music to teach other people. It's very cool to do that. You know, I think if somebody got a passion for that, but that's not my passion. I
Yeah.
wanted to make music. That's why I learned to play guitar because I want to hear a guitar a certain way on a record, and that's why I like that.
So for your show that y'all had the other day, is this the first time y'all played since the lockdown?
No, no, we played several times. We did it. We did play in between the lockdowns for like sitting audience also.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, we started the first track I dropped was like at the end of 2019, and then we had a pretty cool thing going on, like a couple festivals and like 6.
Oh, so y'all was popping.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of cool little gigs, you know, getting into it.
Yeah.
Just been practicing for a couple months, and then in 2020, like in January, we had a couple gigs, and then we had like at 18 of like March or something, we had one gig, and then the next day the first lockdown started.
That shit went to hell.
Yeah.
How many people in your band?
2.
Okay.
Me and the drummer.
So explain to people a little bit. I mean, like what your show is like. Do you have like your guitar and your piano out there, like everything just?
Yeah. So we got 2 guys, like me and a drummer, and a TV screen on stage, or a beamer, if it's possible, and then we stream the guest vocals. On the beamer.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah.
That's smart as hell because Dutch people like to see like the lyrics and shit.
No, yeah, and it's also, you don't have to deal with people. Are you available? You know, I'd only have to say to Pascal, "Hey man, want to play a gig? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go." You know,
Yeah.
Instead of
dealing with a whole fuck ton of people.
Yeah.
I've worked lightly with made up bands before, and yeah, it is kind of a hassle, like getting everybody together to practice all the time and shit. If you got more than 3 people, it's a fucking
Yeah, this band I mentioned, like I was doing the Snarky Popp'n thing. That had like 6 people, including me, and I was just fucking overwhelmed with only just keeping everybody happy and wanting to come and and be able to
trying to be democratic and shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, before we go, I want to ask you, like, what do you think some of the ups and downs of working in the music industry for you yourself? Because I still think you're in a kind of a niche market, but like that kind of sound, what are some of the ups and downs that y'all have to go through?
Yeah, the thing I really want to do is just make my music, right? Just make records and do that all the time. Make video clips and doing the whole thing, building my brand. Really cool. I like that. But you need to work next to it, and that really takes away time from what you really want to do. So that's I think that's the biggest hurdle, which is not a really big hurdle. I mean, I'm fucking happy I can do this.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, dealing with bands you don't want to play in because of money. Yeah. That kind of stuff. I mean.
Damn. So y'all.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, everything else is pretty straight up. So y'all heard it from my dog Marth from Straight Up. Yo, you got anything else you want to tell people before we go? I'm gonna have your Insta on the bottom. You want to tell anything about anything in the future?
Yeah, just listen to my music and think what you if you really like it, please let me know, and I know to proceed in making music then.
Sure. Appreciate you, dog.
Thanks, man.
Hey, yo, it's another episode of 1st to 15th. We'll fuck with y'all later. Diamond on the ground. We out here in Bumfuck, Egypt. We're gonna get on down yonder. Do we?